Hello, everyone, to all wonderful subscribers, devout disciples. Welcome. This is your Master GongSun. Today we will be continuing with our study of the WenZi. This is the further teachings of LaoZi. I am reading the translated copy by Thomas Cleary. Let us begin chapter 40. Laozi said, "The way of heaven is to revert after reaching a climax, to diminish upon reaching fullness. This is illustrated by the sun and moon. Therefore, sages diminish themselves daily and empty their moods, not daring to be self-satisfied. They progress daily by yielding, so their virtue does not fade. This is how the way of heaven is." Okay, let's unpack this. So the way of heaven is to revert after reaching a climax. What does that mean? You diminish upon reaching fullness. So once you reach the absolute pinnacle, you start to reduce, which makes sense, right? For example, once we are at high noon, the sun is way up in the sky at high noon, it starts to slowly sink, doesn't it? It starts to slowly diminish. Same as the moon, right? So in order to emulate nature, we too, if you want to be sages, we must diminish ourselves daily by emptying our moods. We cannot be self-satisfied. We must yield. That is the way of heaven. So we are starting to notice a consistent theme in Taoism. In order to be effective and to be happy and to reach our fullness and potential, we have to emulate nature. Let's continue. This is the way of heaven. It is in the nature of human feelings that everyone likes to be in high positions and dislikes to be in low positions. Everyone likes gain and dislike loss, of course. Everyone likes advantage and dislikes affliction. Everyone likes honor and dislike lowliness. Ordinary people thrive for this reason and therefore cannot succeed because they grasp something, they cannot master it. Yeah, it's true. Isn't that human nature? So sages emulate heaven, achieving without striving, attaining without grasping. They have the same senses as other people, but are on a different path. Therefore, they can survive long. Now, isn't this the truth, right? We are achieving without striving. What does this mean? Remember the concept of Wu Wei. We are achieving things, but we're doing it in a natural way, in a way that comes easily to us. If you have to struggle and think too hard, then it's actually not really, not only is it unnatural, it's not really worth it. Because striving is not a good thing in Taoism. For example, if you're a good swimmer or a good athlete, but somehow your parents push you towards learning academic stuff like mathematics, and if you're not naturally good at it, then don't do it. Do not do something that is against the Tao. Don't do anything that is against your nature. Remember the concept of Wu Wei, otherwise known as non-deliberative action. So do something only if it is in tune or in alignment with your own nature. Otherwise, you are not going to not only be happy, but you're also not going to do a good job. All right, let that percolate in your mind for a little while. This has been your Master GongSun. As usual, keep living in alignment with the Tao.